you can show this movie in class,
Mhm.
like, and that's it.
That kind of ties us over to the next movie that is based on an actual, well, a book, but also a paper and a study on the
A
book
thesis.
Cast, the origins, a thesis, yeah. Cast, the origins of discontents. It's the latest Ava DuVernay movie about basically diving into racism and maybe figuring out where its places in the worldwide scape, where like the oppressionistic thing is kind of more systemic and not based in race, but maybe in status and like rank through caste. And the paper basically connects that to the Second World War, the Holocaust, the caste system in India, and then the this like slave trade and racism in the States. And it's like very academic in its approach because it's like adapting this thesis into a movie, basically giving a autobiographical story to the author of this book. And with that, it like there's a lot of like meaty stuff that gets discussed. The dialogue is really heavy, but then it also tries to convey which is also a central theme of the film, to the everyday person, right, to get an understanding of what she's going for with this idea. And I think it does it really well, right? We quite enjoyed this one, both of us.
Yeah, I a bit more than Ewan because
Just a tad bit.
like I finished studying this year. Like I wrote a thesis, and like just the thought of trying to
My God,
adapt.
relatable.
Well,
Somebody
like
adapt my
not
paper, my final paper. Okay.
I'm not, no, but like just the thought of adapting like such a literature, and like because like it isn't like a conventional story type
Mhm.
of source, I will say. It was very much academic heavy, so that, like trying to adapt something like that, I think this is the best uh, job you could have done, really, Origin. For anyone who wants to see a lot of Jean Bernthal because he's on the poster, you'll be a bit disappointed. Like I was like, oh, finally he's in the lead role. Let's go, and then he's
Yeah,
not.
he's not
So I was a bit
leading the movie.
disappointed
No.
in that. But again, I want to praise Anjanua Alice Taylor because
Yeah,
she's a freaking amazing in this movie. I
she's great.
mean,
Yeah.
wow, what a performance! Because it is not easy to navigate this heavy of a subject, but somehow she embodies it. I'll be rooting for her. She's in my top five, definitely. Uh, of best actresses of 2023. She'll
Yeah.
not get out of that top five. She's staying in there. I'm gonna fight for her with
Mhm.
my whole heart, my whole body. And Alice Taylor, like you can pray for me because like
I feel like
she's
it's
amazing.
similar in the same vein as Viola Davis was last year for the Woman King, that they give like something really strong here. A strong performance is going to be not really considered for most awards, although I do agree, like it's one of the strongest ones we've gotten all year, if not the strongest. So really great stuff in Origin, can recommend. And I feel like John Bernthal, he's essential for the story, because essentially what Ava DuVernay was, it does is like it makes it the center point of the whole thesis, like
Yeah.
their love, which is also a really nice touch. There's also never been any, even in a movie or production, that hasn't made me cry. This one as well, it is very strong. And yeah, I feel like there's just no one else like her who does that, who like, I don't know, breaks down difficult topics and makes them really easy to understand and really emotional as well. She's just that type of filmmaker,
DuVernay nails it.
as always.